Welcome to Healing Body, Mind, and Soul, empowering self-care, self-healing, and self-mastery for a better world. Here's your host, Aeriol Ascher.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for dropping in. This is Healing Body, Mind, and Soul. I am your host, Aeriol Ascher. And today we are doing a fabulous virtual speaker summit on the topic of self-care under quarantine. Now, I know a lot of people right now can really use this topic because it's something that's so important. A lot of people right now are under quarantine and can't get out to do their normal activities, and things are really uncertain for people right now. People are worried about financial issues. People are worried about how to get their kids out of their hair for 5 minutes. People are worried about a lot of different things on a lot of different levels. None of us were expecting to be under the conditions that we're under right now. About a year and a half ago, I started the Healing Body, Mind, and Soul podcast because I wanted to educate people and create meaningful, uplifting, inspiring media all about the area of whole self-care and that mind-body connection. I never in a million years thought that I would have now interviewed more than 100 healing practitioners and gathered this fabulous group of co-authors for an empowered self-care book. But that's what's happening. And so now we're having all of our experts step forward and share with our listeners on the Healing Body, Mind, and Soul podcast some of their tips at this timely moment when it's most important, when we can empower the most people in the right timing. I think you're really going to enjoy everything that my experts have to share with you today. We're going to hear from Jennifer Bates from New Jersey, Megan Murphy from Illinois, Patty Hidalgo from California, and Ilani Kokiecki from California as well. We have an awesome hour lined up for you. So I want you to go ahead and get comfortable and lean in. So at this time, I'm going to go ahead and open it up to my first speaker. A drum roll, please. I'm super excited to announce Jennifer Bates. I'm going to let her take the microphone and go ahead and share with us for a few minutes her take on empowered self-care and, more specifically, self-care under quarantine. Help us out, Jennifer.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here. I'm so excited. So to get started, I'm going to introduce who I am and what I do and give you another tool for your toolkit in how to do some self-care. So I'm excited because I do something very unique, and I consider myself an intuitive artist, but also I have this wonderful ability and gift to help people connect to symbolism and spirit animals as part of their self-care daily maintenance, I call it. So to start us off, my name again is Jennifer Bates. I have the nickname of Tella I go by. And one thing that I do is I run a business called My Path Inspired, where it started in 2015. Long story short, it started out of, I call my awakening, where I went through a depression stage and was diagnosed with depression. And in this process, I found symbolism and the beautiful art of intuitive art that led me to today talking to you guys. So one of the things I wanted to discuss today is give you some tips, first of all, on how to identify what self-care is to you, because one of the things that I preach in my business is self-care is something that is unique to each individual. There is a toolkit that you're going to hear from all of us. They're going to give you tools for your toolkit. They're going to benefit every single person, no matter how much you take of that tool out to use. So today I'm so excited because I'm bringing in the animal guides. And I'm also going to pull a card that I'll explain at the very end to give you an example of how this works. So let me get started. So today I would like to tell you how I came up with self-care, what it means to me, and hopefully give you some inspiration, should I say, to inspire you on what self-care can mean to you. Because the whole vision of my business, My Path Inspired, is connecting people and helping people connect to nature for creating individual plans for looking at self-care and self-love. And our vision is teaching and creating art from the heart with meaningful messages from nature and spirit. So one of the things first tip I give to everybody is always, always take inventory of what makes you whole. This is the question I want you to ponder today is, what fills you up? That's one of the first questions I had to find in my journey to be here with you guys today is, out of all the things I was going through at the time of my life, I had to find my happiness again. What actually made me whole? I was in survival mode trying to figure out how to get through life, and being a mom, a grad school student, a wife, and working over 60 hours a week, I had to figure out what I needed to do to find my self-care time. And that was identifying a list, or I called it inventory, of what makes you happy. Think about the things that does make you happy. Do you do them often? A lot of people lose track of the simple question to ask yourself. And the reason I bring people back to this question is because self-care is all about an individual approach to finding what fills you up. You're putting the oxygen mask on first so you can help yourself and others, and you're building a better relationship with yourself. So one of the things I wanted to share, why we're going to incorporate and weave in why symbolism and spirit animals are so important in this practice, is because they're a mirror. They're a mirror of all the things that make a person whole. Sometimes we lose our way, just like my example, and these symbols and messages and guides that come in and support us on our journey can remind us of who we are authentically. For example, when I first started this journey, I was, like I said, working so much and trying to make ends meet. It took me finally sitting down with this diagnosis and taking a hit to my pride to go, what do I need to do for me? And I started art after 10 years of canvases being put away. And a hummingbird showed up in an intuitive art drawing, meaning it just came through. I have intuitive senses, then it showed up on my canvas, and animals started popping up. And hummingbird, that started my story, was an animal bird that came through with a message of joy, adding more joy into your life. And there's many different situations where animals and nature symbolism can pop in, but the hummingbird started showing up everywhere. And in order to identify these signs, it's usually a pattern. Start looking for trends and patterns when you're out of how many things start popping up. So if you notice, say, a butterfly, that's transformation, that symbolizes growth, rebirth, transforming into something new. Always look and see if you see it, if you hear it, if someone else mentions the word, start writing down those symbols, because it's a wonderful key, I call it, animal key, to finding out symbols the universe or your divinity is giving to you to give you hope and inspiration. So hummingbird was mine. It kept showing up until I got the hint, and then it would fly away and come back when I needed that reminder of joy and slowing down from the workforce. So I wanted to share that with you guys. With looking at spirit animals, they can be anything from reptiles, they can be birds, insects, even a unicorn or dragon, believe it or not, can be a symbol that can inspire our life. And I wanted to also go over real quick as I wrap up some key takeaways when we look at self-care because self-care is really about taking the time to take care of yourself. When you get the chance to do this, you have to make that chance. What you're doing is getting to know your authentic self. When you get to know your authentic self, that's through these representations of symbols, when they start coming through and you are mindful of that. So how do you become mindful of that? I have a 3-step process I'm going to wrap you guys up with. Here's the 3. Always set your intention. So if you're wanting one of these spirit guides or symbols to show up in your life in a repetition so you can get that message, set the intention, ask for the help. It can be a mental image, it could be a prayer, it could be a journal entry. Just ask for it to show. Number 2, take the time to center and ground so symbols and messages come to you clearer. This could be just sitting and doing a quick meditation. There's plenty on YouTube, and I also do them. It could be just sitting and doing self-care practices, such as sitting under a tree in nature and journaling. And number 3, be open to receiving those messages, as they are reflections of who you authentically are. Every symbol, in my experience and my research as a spirit animal and totem artist, they all mirror something back. I call them animal keys. So think of mirrors and keys for me as we wrap up. Keys that open the door to reminding you of the gifts you already have inside. Like I said in the beginning, usually people fall off the path. Like I said, in my journey, I fell off the path. I didn't know where I was going. I was tied up with the norms of work and survival mode. And here I am today, seeing and observing nature to find those beautiful tips and examples that come out, and looking for the repetition, seeing those patterns, seeing butterfly on a magazine, seeing it fly on a bus. And then the next day, you actually see one in person. Even if it's cold out, you see one. These unique situations that come into our life are for you guys to observe. So when we're open to receiving these messages, we are able to see the hidden messages and hope that our guides are giving, no matter what divinity that we follow. And we're also honor ourselves because we are reflecting back through those animals and nature symbols. So I am so glad to be here with you guys today. And I'm going to leave you guys with that little bit of inspiration. Always set your intention, ground and center, and always be open to receiving those messages. And the last thing I'm going to end off with is the common question is, how many times do I have to see something to be a signal or a sign? It's really up to you, but I always say 3 to 4 times in a short span of time when you start seeing certain animals or flowers, because they can all be spirit messengers. Then you can always Google it or look it up in one of the beautiful books that are out there for spirit animals or flowers, because spirit can come in many forms in nature. And that is me signing off on my portion of this beautiful afternoon talking to you guys.
Thank you so much, Jennifer. That is a lot of juicy information for our listeners, and I know that everybody is going to appreciate it. I really love your message about setting intention and raising your awareness, because I think that we get these animals and we get these nature signs whether we ask for them or not, right? But when we open our awareness to actually be present to them, that is when the good stuff happens. You are
Very
such
true.
a joy. Thank you so much for the work that you bring forward. Can you please give our listeners your contact in case they want to reach out to you?
Sure. I have several ways. My website is mypathinspired.com. So www.mypathinspired.com. That is the business name. And also I do have a Facebook group that you can join, a private group for free readings that I usually do. And I wanted to leave too with, today we have the turtle. Ash was the card I pulled for everybody. And the turtle symbolism is regarding the earth's wisdom, healing the earth. And it's also a symbol of making sure we go in. This is perfect. Make sure we go into ourselves when we need to rest. That's our self-care, is the turtle message today. And when we're ready to come out, to have that balance, to make sure we rest and play. So I wanted to leave that. That's an example of the messages I have on my Facebook, which is Facebook/MyPathInspired, and that's how you can get a hold of me. So thank you again for having me on.
Oh, thank you, Jennifer. We really appreciate you being here and all that you bring forward. Just wonderful. Okay, hold on to your hats because we are only getting started here. Let's clear some energy. Everybody take a deep breath. Next up on my hit parade, I have the fabulous Megan Murphy. Megan is coming at us from Illinois, and she is going to tell us about her work and what she is doing with nature, co-creating with nature. Let's get Megan on here.
Hi there.
Hi, Megan.
Hi.
Thank you so much for being with us today. It's awesome to see you. It's awesome to spend some time with you. I can't wait to settle in and listen to what you have to share today.
Great. Thank you for this opportunity. Again, my name is Megan Murphy, and I'm actually sheltering at home with my husband and 2 children who are 7 and 3. And in fact, I'm in my cold workshop out back, just to have less likely chance of a cameo appearance by one of my kiddos. So I'm a scientist, and I'm embracing my intuitive self thanks to the spiritual crisis I had and experienced after the birth of my first child. I've recently moved to my Centennial Farm in Illinois to better connect to myself, my family, and the earth. I have a business called Backyard Beauty, and I create wellness products with the medicinal herbs and perennials I grow. So similarly to Jennifer, I wanted to share a few things about what self-care means to me before I start. So our self is multi-layered and complex, and we typically break it down into body, mind, and spirit, or soul. Our emotions act as the bridge between these 3, so that when we tune into our emotions, we have the opportunity to better connect our body, mind, and spirit as a unified team. So self-care to me is primarily taking care of and being intentional with our thoughts and emotions. This is not easy. It's so hard because it requires driving ourselves in manual mode instead of automatic cruise control. And it requires taking responsibility for the way we feel. Self-care to me is the daily practice of releasing thoughts that do not serve us and giving energy to those that do. This then becomes a practice of intentionally responding instead of reacting to our life experiences. We can't control our life experiences, but this helps us to feel in control of ourselves. So secondly, I'd like to reinforce, just as Jennifer did, that there are as many self-care tools and practices as there are people. And it's a very individual thing. We each get to choose the practices that help our person feel our best. It's an honor to be a part of this team of co-authors who are putting forth a suite of complementary ideas from which you can begin or add to your routine. So thus, with these in mind, I have a top 10 list of self-care ideas, quarantine or not. So the first, number 1, is to start the day with deliberate thoughts. As soon as you wake up in the morning, give yourself some moments of gratitude. Abraham Hicks provides a great visual of our thoughts being like vehicles at the top of a steep hill. And which thoughts do you want to give more energy and push down the hill to gain momentum and take off in your day? And which thoughts do you just want to not touch at all? So I love this visual of giving energy to what you want to have in your day and what type of energy you want in your day. Number 2 is to get outside. Allow yourself to go with the flow of the weather. If it's nice outside, make it a priority to enjoy it. Number 3, ask yourself how you're feeling each day. Allow yourself to unload your thoughts and feelings every day. Don't allow them to get pent up. Journal, call a friend, ask yourself while taking a shower, whatever works best for you. Asking yourself how you are feeling can help you acknowledge emotions that are and are not serving you. This supports you in then releasing what doesn't serve you and then deliberately choosing those emotions that do. Number 4 is to eat foods that support your body. When you nourish your body with plant-based, unrefined foods, you send the message to your body that you care for it and empower your body to better care for you. Number 5 is to reach out to friends and family. Connecting during this time of social isolation helps to reinforce our shared experience and that we're not alone. It's helpful to know that we have the ability to serve others and ourselves, even in isolation. Number 6 is to give yourself permission to enjoy this time. No other time has given us the flexibility to dictate our schedules to this degree. Allow yourself to do something that fills your cup every day. Number 7, teach yourself or a quarantine mate a new skill. Engage your brain in a new way and support your ability to keep your mind flexible. Number 8 is to make time to honor the things for which you are grateful. You can do this however you want. What is important is that you feel grateful and that you communicate this in some way. A multitude of scientific research demonstrates that focusing on things for which we are grateful helps to raise our frequency, improve immune system function, and improve overall well-being. And you're sending this energy out into the world, which is particularly helpful at this time. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's much too little of. I also feel that music is an antidote for this pandemic and cure for connection and healing. I would encourage everyone to listen to music every day that lifts your spirit. Number 9, plant seeds to support your body, mind, and spirit. There is so much up in the air at this time, and there's no better time to plant seeds. Connecting to the process of growing seeds that become food helps to remind us that the gifts we receive every time we eat. You don't even need access to dirt. You can sprout seeds in your kitchen with a mason jar and water. So number 10, last one. Send blessings to every human being and wish them the best. It is not common for us to share an experience like this across the globe. And it's a perfect reminder of how we're all connected at the most human level. When we send blessings to everyone, we raise our frequency in addition to raising the collective's frequency. So I wish you all grace during this time of upheaval and encourage you to trust your inherent ability to take care of yourself. Thank you again for this opportunity.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Megan. Really well spoken. Thank you so much. I really love all of your juiciness, but I gotta tell you, what the world needs now is love, sweet love. All right, super fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing with us. Let's all take a deep breath, clear some energy. Oh, I don't want to be remiss. Megan, I apologize. I'm going to unmute you for just a second here. Can you please tell our listeners how they can reach out to you if they'd like to get some more of your juicy energy?
Sure. I have Facebook and Instagram, but again, the best way to reach me is at backyardbeauty.net.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Are you a healing practitioner, teacher, trainer, or coach with a huge message of self-empowerment, healing, or transformation that you want to share out to the world? Then we invite you to join our amazing self-care book project. Visit somasoundtherapy.com. It's time to show up, speak up, and stand out. We are looking for co-authors to join our book opportunity entitled Empowered Self-Care, Healing Body, Mind, and Soul for a Better World. For all the info, just visit us at somasoundtherapy.com. Are you ready to be heard?
Everybody is going to want to lean in. I have a fabulous other speaker coming for you. I am so pleased to announce Patty Hidalgo making her debut as a speaker on our speaker series. She's amazing. I got to tell you, I got to set it up for you because you have to understand what a vibrant soul Patty is. How we met was I walked into a room, we were at a training together, and she literally grabbed me by the hands and started dancing and hustling with me and moving around. She just grabbed me and took me into her arms, and we started dancing together, and it's been like that ever since I met Patty. She is such a bright light. Let's give her our attention and a very warm welcome. Patty, I'm going to put the spotlight on you. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Aeriol, thank you so much. You are such a bright, beautiful soul. And hello, everyone. I enjoyed the first two speakers. Thank you so much. I'm Patty Hidalgo. I am a mother to a wonderful special needs child, Julia. I am an advocate. I'm a conservator for my daughter. I'm a former business owner, and I am a certified hypnotherapist. So thank you for being here and taking the time to find some self-care quarantine for yourself and for your loved ones. And to care for oneself is to affect those in our circle, as what Megan said, our family and our friends, the vibration. So let me ask you, we are all forced to stay home, not see our friends and family, stay 6 feet away, wear a mask when going for essentials. And I know this is all new to us. And depending on where, what, and who you're watching, reading, and listening to will affect how you feel and think on this current world situation. It is. So how do you manage your moment-to-moment feelings and thoughts that translate to minutes, hours, your morning, your afternoon, your evening, and before bedtime? What can you control? What you can control is the meaning you attach to this current situation. Can you think of it as an opportunity, as what Megan said, to go inwards and get a skill? Is it possible to look at this differently? What determines how you feel now, this moment, today, tomorrow, and even yesterday? What are your automatic reactions when things don't go as planned? When what you desire and what is happening is not what you wanted? Do you scream and shout? Do you retreat and get sad, get depressed? Or do you find some silver lining? Do you want to help others less fortunate than you, or do you tend to panic and hoard? Or do you see some bigger oneness in all this happening around the world? Do you count your blessings, or do you curse the darkness? Are you worried sick that you will get this virus, or are you finally making time for self-care and to go inward and take this opportunity? Do you usually respond from a place of center, or do you react or are triggered by events, small or big, or by certain people? Whatever your answer is, are you okay with that? What stories do you tell yourself? However you answered is your filter, your beliefs, your values? Are you really seeing this moment reality as is? Are you a victim of your programs? Or would you like to be the creator of your world of feelings, thoughts, words, actions, and therefore your life? Can you let go of certain thoughts through willpower alone, through your conscious analytical mind? As you've experienced, this is quite difficult. I invite you to be guided to learn how your mind and emotions are commanded by your habitual subconscious wirings. And that's where the operating system is to your habitual thoughts, your words, your attitudes, your feelings and emotions. And it is through our subconscious mind that we're able to do this retraining. And 70% of our programs downloaded and run automatically are, unfortunately, disempowering, negative, and self-sabotaging. So what would it feel like to still feel whole and complete regardless of outside circumstances beyond your control? To have peace and calm in the midst of this chaos we're going through. To feel love, gratitude, abundance, peace, and joy. Would you like to finally deprogram some of these self-defeating habits of thoughts, feelings, and actions? And we can do this, we can't do this by conscious willpower alone. I invite you to claim back your power and retrain your brain's operating system, the subconscious that guides automatically 95% of your every feeling, your thoughts, your words, and your actions. This will always win over your conscious wishes and desires unless you get in there and rewrite. You can install and run new automatic behaviors into your subconscious mind. Did you know that was possible? So if you will allow me, I shall guide you now for your first self-care today. So I would like to play some background music, if you don't mind. Sit back and relax and close your eyes. You are going to be more relaxed than you've ever known yourself to be. I'm going to mention certain parts of your body, and as I do, I want you to feel that part just begin to relax. In order to help you relax, I want you to imagine yourself in a magical, amazing garden full of magnificent trees. And the sky is an indigo blue, and the full moon is yellow-orange, shining over your head. This moonlight beaming down over you, filling your head with such indescribable relaxation you could imagine, as it begins down your face, down through your spine, your arms, your chest, down your hips, your legs, feet, and to each and every toe. Now imagine yourself standing in this magical forest garden, and at the base of your feet is a beautiful stone stairway that leads downward into a very safe valley of relaxation. We're going down these steps now, and as I count backwards from 10 to 1, each number you take will take you even deeper and deeper and even deeper. You are now ready to go down these stairs. 10. Take that first step down. 9. Deeper and deeper. 8. Way down now, relaxing every muscle, nerve, fiber. 7. Deeper, deeper. 6, deeper, feeling very relaxed. 5, deeper, deeper. 4, you are going into a deep, deep state of relaxation. 3, going deeper. 2, relax to even move, feeling very calm. 3, going deeper. 2, relax to even move. At the next number, you will enter this beautiful place of peace and tranquility called deep, deep trance. More relaxed and peaceful than you've ever known yourself to be. 1, wonderful. You are love. This is not dependent on outside circumstances. This is who you are, coming from a beautiful, pure, beautiful heart at all times. You are abundance. Abundance in all ways, in every way. Your cup is full. Believe it is so. You are worthy of all that you desire. You are peace. You are calm regardless of what is happening. You are joy. You are happy and have a positive, happy attitude because that is who you are. You are gratitude. You are thankful for what you have now and what will be. And what will be awesomely amazing. You know that life happens for you. You are an anchor of peace, calm, unconditional love, abundance, joy, and gratitude. In a few moments, I will be counting from 1 to 3. And you shall awake with gratitude, peace, love, joy, and abundance. 1, you breathe in long, powerful, deep breaths. 2, you stretch your arms up and above to the heavens. 3, open your eyes and have a smile on your face. Thank you.
Beautiful. Very well done, Patty. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you,
leading us.
Ariel.
Oh, yes.
Thank you, everyone.
I really love what you did. And I think that some of our listeners maybe will really appreciate having that sense of deep relaxation. Thank you so much for leading us through that exercise. Patty, how can our listeners reach out to you if they want to get more of your juicy energy?
Sure, thank you, Ariel. Right now, I don't have a dedicated website, but I would love to give you a self-hypnosis guided meditation, about 10 minutes on this that I just did. And you can email me at Patty, Patty _Hidalgo, HIDALGO, the number 2, at yahoo.com. I do have an Instagram. It's not dedicated yet to hypnotherapy, but it's joy_full, FULL _abundance. And I will start posting things there, but you can see the essence of what I am.
Fantastic. And what you are is just pure love, Patty. We totally appreciate you. Thank you so much. Let's everybody take a nice deep breath. Clear some energy. Wonderful. Okay, my next guest, one of our co-authors of the Empowered Self-Care book, I just had the honor and privilege of hosting Ilani on a podcast a few days ago. Maybe you can see that in our podcast feed. Ilani Kokiecki is a cranial sacral practitioner and energy worker. And I think that you are going to want to lean in, drop in, hang out, spend a few moments with Ilani. Ilani, thank you so much for being here today with us.
Oops.
We can hear you.
Hi. Hello, everybody. I am so honored to be with this team of healers and everyone who is giving their unique gifts to the world at this time, which it's so needed. And Aeriol, thank you for hosting this podcast. I am truly grateful to have this opportunity. My name is Ilani Kokiecki, and I am a craniosacral therapist. I work with bodies, and I've been doing that for about 20 years. And the body, to me, represents the whole person: spirit, mind, emotions, and body. And so I work with the whole body, which includes the physical body, but also the psychophysical body, which many times influences our physical reality, our everyday life. And I've been given this gift over a long period of time and many different tools in order to serve people to release whole bodily, in order for them to step into their lives and find their gifts, what their gifts are to give others from a very joyful place, so they feel released in that. So I've been a craniosacral therapist for many years, and part of that is doing sessions in the office, in my office in Novato, California, and also offering distance healing sessions, which I offer craniosacral therapy too, because part of craniosacral therapy is has a huge energetic component to it, and I can work with that person that way as well. And so during this time, this offering has come very much into the forefront because people cannot get to me physically. So I wanted to talk about 3 things that I feel will really help people during this time, and then offer a short guided meditation that they can take away with and use at any time that they want. The first thing is to really sit down and ask yourself, how much am I giving away to others, and how much am I receiving? And many years ago, I was cracked up and had a very terrible, stressful time in my life and had to find myself again. And what I realized is I was giving, if I looked at 100%, I was giving out 90% to others and maybe receiving 10% for myself. So I was never fully, truly nurtured and taken care of this body mind that I have. And so I was giving away so much that I became resentful and downward spiral in stress and anxiety. So in a quiet moment, just say, how much do I give away to others and serve? And how much do I receive? And in the perfect world, it would be 50% in and 50% taking care of myself. And that could be many ways: taking a nice bath, listening to music, getting a quiet space to yourself with no thoughts running, and just being whatever gives you the joy in your life. This is super important so you don't fry out, right? Our nervous systems need to be restored. The second thing is, which Megan mentioned, is nature bathe. Oh, it's so beautiful. Go out in nature. If you can't have woods or anything, just look at a flower, enjoy it, breathe, enjoy the whole atmosphere of the leaves the nature is not shutting down because of this whole quarantine. It's in full bloom, and we can enjoy that and enjoy that for ourselves. And last but not least, which I touched upon before, is really what gives you true happiness. Is it smiling at your baby, or doing a funny cartoon? And check in with your body. When you feel really happy, check in with your body. How do I feel in this moment? Do I feel all good inside and open, and my heart's open? Then you know you're on the right track, that this is giving you joy. And find moments every day to put attention on that. So the last thing I want to do is just give you a little grounding and centering exercise that you can do at any time. And what I will say to begin with is that your breath, your
We're having some technical difficulties. It looks like Ilani is frozen for the moment. Our best intentions. We'll just wait for a second to see if she'll come through.
breath, present moment.
Are you back with us, Ilani? We lost you for just a second there. You were frozen.
Are you there?
Yes. Okay, just making sure. Yes, we're just making sure that the techno gods are in our favor.
So maybe the video had to take a breath, right?
Yes, our video needed to take that deep breath.
Take a reset breath. So I will leave you with this short breathing guided meditation, and I invite you to close your eyes now and sit back, have your feet on the ground and your hands on your thighs, and close your eyes and take a big deep breath. And then out through your mouth. Slowly. And then with the next breath, put attention to your heart. Breathe in. And then send that beautiful heart energy all the way down your body, down your legs to the center of the earth, our mother, the crystalline core, our home. And I invite you to feel her energy coming up through your legs and back into your heart. Feel that grounding. And then with the next breath, bring your attention to your heart center, and then send that beautiful heart energy up, way up to Source, Divine Beloved, the Great One, God, Goddess, whatever your term is for the great mystery. And then receive that blessing through the top of your head and into your body and through your whole body. Take a big deep breath. And out. And just feel that blessing in your heart. Imagine it as a golden white light coming into your body. And in the next breath, fill your body with that divine light, this liquid gold white light, healing light, anywhere in your body, everywhere, every cell. Big deep breath. And last but not least, breathe out that white light, that beautiful golden healing white light, out around your body in an egg-shaped oval, around a sphere all around you. Breathe in and out. And then gently, when you are ready, check in with your body, see how it feels, and then gently open your eyes and come back to this reality and this present moment, this gift that we have in the present moment. I invite you to do this anytime during the day. If you're feeling anxiety, stress, things are getting crazy, just take a moment, 30 seconds to 2 minutes, and use your breath to reset your whole body mind into this present moment and to work from that reality. And I offer blessings to everyone here. Thank you, group, and thank you, all listeners. And stay well and stay safe. And thank you so, so much.
Beautiful, beautiful, Ilani. Thank you for that heartfelt visualization. Can you please give our listeners some contact information so that if they would like to perhaps get a distance cranial sacral session or just connect with you, they can reach out?
Oh, absolutely. My website is ilanisessions.com. That is ILANI sessions, SESSIONS, all one word, .com. And then my email is info, INFO, at ilanisessions.com.
Thank you so much. We
You're so
really appreciate you being here today.
Yay.
We do have one other guest on the line. Would you like me to open up the mic just so you can say hello? Hi, I do have one more guest with me today. This is Raina Lombard. Raina, thanks for joining us. Raina will be one of the featured speakers on our next summit, but I just thought I'd open up the mic and let you say hello to everyone. Raina, how you doing?
Great. It's such a pleasure to connect with so many empowered speakers and healers. And because I've been in the Facebook group, but to actually experience your work and your being is really special. So I appreciate all of you being on this podcast, and the topic, Aeriol, is brilliant as usual. You're always, tuned in to what needs to happen next for the highest good for everyone. And I just love that about you. So appreciate that.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for being here. Thanks for joining us, even if it is a fly on the wall today, just being with us energetically today, Raina. We so appreciate having you. And thank you so much for that acknowledgement. I really do appreciate, that. Okay, everybody, we're just about to wrap it up here. I want to thank each and every one of you, the listeners who are tuning in and maybe getting some of this information for the first time. I want to thank my panel of experts for taking the time, for dropping in to share your gifts. And I just want to thank our group as a whole. I really appreciate your commitment to healing not only yourself, but the planet. Let's all take a nice deep breath together. Clear some energy. We truly wish the best for everyone, the highest good for all, the highest degree of joy, the highest abundance, and connection to your passion. This is the time for everyone to rise up. It's time for the leaders to lead. It's time for us to really think about our next step and the next phase in our evolution. I want to thank you for taking the time once again today. And until next time, everyone, happy healing.
Thanks for joining us for the Healing Body, Mind, and Soul podcast with your host, Aeriol Ascher. Today's program has been brought to you by Soma Sound Therapy and the Healing Body, Mind, and Soul Network.